For someone who's so tired of love triangles, I'm so curious to hear what you thought about this love
I'm
triangle.
not gonna lie. I don't know why. I used to love love triangles, and now I'm just kind of fed up with it.
Does it
But
annoy you? Like, did it frustrate you? Like, just make up your mind?
cause it's like, all right, we going too long with this. It's fun at the start, but all right, let's go, pronto, let's go. But with this, it was interesting because it was kind of a new dilemma. Imagine you die, and two people that you loved in the past and the present died as well, and you all meet in eternity. What would you do? Would you choose contestant number one, your past boyfriend who you used to love, who you actually married? Or would you choose contestant number two, person you are currently with, who showed you really good love and a good life? I don't know, and that's what the movie Eternity takes you on a wild ride on. Holy crap. This movie, man, let me just get my score out the way. I gave it a pretty modest 7 out of 10. Pretty modest. It was very unique, though, and I really liked it. But once again, getting a little child of the triangle. But this one was very interesting. Basically,
I'm adding it to my Letterboxd watch list because I do.
bro, it was just super interesting. A24 helped with this one too. I just want to get the characters' names again because I messed up. Obviously, Elizabeth Olsen, Callum Turner, and Miles Teller are the three main characters that is the three love triangle arguing over each other, or are fighting for Elizabeth Olsen's love. I'm trying to remember her character's name. I think it was Joanne. But anyways, the movie was really interesting because they show you what they're like. Larry and Joanne, before they die, they're old people who are really who are stubborn and arguing with each other over and over again. But when they die, go to the afterlife, and they're still the same, but they're younger. And it was funny seeing Miles Teller and Elizabeth Olsen trying to play like they're themselves, but they're playing these old people that in that mindset when they died, they were old. So they're talking, they're like, oh man, oh gee, wowzers, like all that. And I'm just sitting there laughing like, this is so cute and funny. But Callum Turner's character, Luke, he was very interesting too because he is a war hero that died in the Vietnam War, or not Vietnam, Korea. And his explanation on why he deserves Joanne is pretty valid. He died, didn't get a chance to live a full life with her. And Larry's is valid too because he's lived with her for 67 years. They've been married for 67 years. Just makes sense. But for Joanne, it's such a hard decision to choose between the two. That, I mean, you clearly love both of them, but it's this is the life I would have had and this is the life I currently have. What do I do? And I have to choose between am I spending eternity with Luke, or am I spending eternity with Larry? And it's so crazy the conversations they have to try to validate why this person or such and such is the choice. But it's a wacky movie, a wacky, silly, funny movie on a serious topic that hits deep too. And it was giving me vibes of The Good Place also. Remember, you've seen The Good Place, correct? Okay, you haven't. I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you guys, oh, you know how it ends? But it's just tough to think that, and also just think I'm spending my life or the rest of my afterlife with this person, and it's oof. Okay, in the theater, I loved how I was paying attention to each one, and I'm like, all right, what are the pros and cons? What is the negatives of staying with this person for the rest of your life? What are the positives? Are they worth it? Are they not? And it was evident to me how it was going to go. I pretty much predicted how it was going to go. I don't know if I told you. I don't know if I told Tyler, but exactly what I said.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
I don't remember. Okay,
I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just saying exactly what I said was correct. And it was kind of okay how it ended. Kind of, but I mean, I predicted it, so I'm okay. But it's just such a unique idea.
So how do they explore the relationships though? Because I imagine it's not just conversation. I imagine a lot of
it is conversation.
Because it's that kind of movie. But I mean more so is it just hey, I'm good because of this reason, and they're just kind of in the same place? Do they go places? How does the movie play out in that way?
They go places, but I think it goes. It just Miles Teller and Callum Turner do a very good job on emphasizing why each of their characters should be with Joanne. And I think that's what drives it. Because obviously it's going to be conversation. And anybody can go into these roles and just be like trying to act out and just talk about in good emphasis like why you should go out with me. But these two do such a good job of like going at each other and showing emotion and also like giving more energy into these characters and making you believe like the stakes. Because in any other movie, I feel like if anybody else played these roles, I mean, some people probably could, but I think that these two are perfect because so many times when you feel like she's about to make her decision, they just go the extra mile. Well, he does this and you don't even know it. I didn't even get a fair chance. And they sell it so well, where it's so believable, where you're sitting there thinking, I was sitting there thinking maybe this is really what's going on in eternity, in eternity right now. There are people arguing over who should do what, and it's valid because it's eternity, bro. But
I think I meant more so like in terms of the movie playing out beat by beat. Is it like, all right, Elizabeth Olsen is with the guy that died in the war, and they're gonna go on their little thing. They're gonna go to this place and talk. Like it's a dating show almost. Like
yes.
Okay, so it plays like plays like The Bachelorette basically. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Because I mean, The Bachelorette, there's a lot of
more dudes. But like what I'm saying is like, oh, let me take you out here and let me prove to you why I'm the best. And then it'll flip and be like, all right, now it's this guy. He's gonna take you out and be like, this is why I'm the best.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, like that. That's why it was so much more enjoyable. But I really liked Miles Teller as Larry, because him trying to act like an old man is just unbelievably funny. That's another thing about this movie. The comedy, so good. I want to shout out Divine Joy Randolph and John Early, because they played as like two guides or counselors pretty much for these people. And they did an unbelievably well job on like certain lines or certain comedy, like I don't want to say beats, but certain points where they said like jabs or something, and it fit perfectly. And that helped because they like Divine Joy Randolph's character's name was Anna, and she was going for Larry, Miles Teller's character. John Early's character, Ryan, was going for Luke, played by Callum Turner. And everything they were like saying, like trying to help both of them and like them clashing was perfect. Because you know how there's like side characters that, like, even in a love triangle or something like that, like there's the characters on the outside that are rooting for like either this girl or that man.
It's like they're us. Like they're the ones,
And sometimes they are either like overstepping or like doing too much or saying too much and being the most annoying person in the movie possible. They weren't that to me. They were like perfect. It was a smooth fit. It was like they just fit. And I really appreciated that because there's so many times in movies I can't really name characters. I don't remember because I don't watch a lot of rom-coms, but I know some rom-coms where there are those characters on the outside that just come in, get in the way, and will just be unbelievably annoying. That wasn't them. They fit it perfectly. They helped out when they needed to, and if they knew that they were overstepping boundaries, they stepped out the way. But I appreciate that. But man, oh man, like I can't get over like the core three in their acting. Like the chemistry was really there, and I loved it.
I want to ask, do you think this show's gonna have an Oscar conversation? You think it will be up there or no?
I don't think it can. I think it's a very strong topic, but I don't think it has enough to get a nomination, if that makes sense.
Not even like Elizabeth Olsen for like Best Actress, or you don't think?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Would I be happy if they did? Yes. Like, I would love it. Like, it would surprise the heck out of me, but I don't think it will.
Yeah.
Like, if I was a betting man and if that's really what's going on, yeah.
Would you recommend rushing out to the theater for this?
Yeah. Yes. Please rush out to the theater and go watch Eternity.
Tyler's pointing a gun at you right now behind the camera.
Yes. Please go watch movie in theater. I'm just playing, but for real, like, this movie was really good to watch on the big screen. It was very good, and I had a much bigger crowd than I expected, and all of their reactions were funny to see. But if you love rom-coms, if you love unique ideas, and if you love A24 especially, go watch this movie because it was fun, it was entertaining, and I don't think there was a dull moment in it. I don't think there was. Still at a 7 out of 10 because I'm just not getting tired of love triangles, but this one was worth it to watch. Definitely.